everyone, it's Maria. Welcome to my channel, and today I'll be talking about Atem, or Yami, or the Pharaoh, whatever you want to call him. I'll be calling him Atem for this since his name has already been revealed. So anyway, the theory is, did Atem throw the final duel? I'm pretty sure some might agree, but some people who like Yuki more won't. There are a few reasons why I think that. So let me go over the few things that Atem should have made, because Atem should have won easily. The God cards are the most powerful cards in Duel monsters. It's almost impossible to defeat them. During the duel with Yugi uses ground erosion on Obelisk, but trap cards don't work on him. But Yugi says that he isn't using it on Obelisk, he's using it on the floor. The floor doesn't count. The floor is not a part of the duel. So that trap card shouldn't have worked at all. And that's not all. It happens to Slifer and Ra, as well as when Slifer and Ra attack Yugi, and Yugi activates his trap card, and it ends up working. Though I don't know if Ra is also immune to trap cards. He probably is. Even so, it shouldn't even work. Even Atem says this. Yugi's monsters should have been destroyed. And it wasn't just once for Slifer, it was twice. When Yugi has his magnet warriors, Slifer attacks them, and he activates his trap, which again should not work. So Yugi basically cheated. Also, couldn't Atem just put Ra in his Phoenix form as well? Additionally, why didn't Atem mix Ra, Slifer, and Obelisk together to form the Creator of Light? He could have won instantly. Although I don't think there's a card that existed, so he couldn't summon her, so I can understand that. He could have also given Obelisk infinite attack points by mixing him together with Slifer and Ra, and also win. And Yugi ends up defeating all three Egyptian gods, even though he shouldn't have. During the duel, Ishizu says that Atem has the power of will, which makes Atem get whatever card he needs. I mean, maybe it's cheating, but maybe Atem didn't know he could do that and thought it was just luck. But anyway, Atem should have been able to win with that power. This is just extra duel information. When he used Monster Reborn to bring back Slifer, and he knew about the box that Yugi had on the field, why didn't he put a trap or spell card to counter it just in case? Unless he didn't have a card for that. But he did have that card from the Doma arc, where his life points dropped to 0, but then again it was a filler arc. Anyway, with that mistake on not having another monster or a trap card on the field, he was screwed. But Atem doesn't go down that easily. To me, Atem seems more prepared and ready for any card just in case. It seems that Atem was distracted, in which I will bring up again later in the video. We all know that Yugi and Atem work together almost always during the whole series, but Atem did most of the work. Yugi just stood beside him. I mean, sure, he helped, but still. In total, Yugi's been in about 4 duels during the whole entire series without Atem. Atem's been in like 30 plus duels. Sure, most of them with Yugi, but again, he did all of the work. Also, Atem defeated all the villains in the final battle, like Pegasus. Yes, Yugi did help, but he couldn't take the Shadow Realm, so Atem took over and finished it. But when Atem did duel alone without Yugi, all those duels were way harder than what we got in the final duel. But that's just my opinion. When Atem was dueling Merrick in the Shadow Realm, Yugi was trapped and his soul was being wasted away, and he couldn't really do anything. He also dueled Yugi, but it was a test and so it doesn't count. He faced Raphael, I mean the second duel, not the first duel, by himself. And finally, he faced Darts, and at one point in the duel, he considered to give up. I mean, Darts almost made him give up, which thankfully he didn't. Though Kaiba did help, but still. But then again, it was a filler arc, so I don't really think those duels count. Atem even said when choosing his cards for the final duel that all of his opponents prepared him for this, but almost all the opponents only challenged Atem and not Yugi. So Atem trained for this and not Yugi. Kinda. Which is another reason of why Atem should have won. There was a 50-50 chance in this duel. Kinda. It was either go to the afterlife or stay with your friends. Now, think about that. During the duel, Ishizu says that if the pharaoh wins, he stays and is sealed within the Millennium Puzzle for another 5,000 years. Or 3,000 if you watch the Japanese version. But then again, I don't know if Ishizu says that in the Japanese version. Now, again, think about that. If you were in Atem's shoes, would you rather win and get to stay with your friends but be sealed inside the puzzle for another 5,000 years and wait until you find a worthy opponent to beat you and send you to the afterlife? Or lose and go to the afterlife with your friends and family in which you have not seen in 5,000 years and finally be at peace? Yeah, that's what I thought. With that on his mind, it brings up the point that I made earlier. Atem was probably distracted in choosing to stay or go, and it messed him up. Atem always brings his A game, and with the Slifer Reborn part, it seemed that he should have been more prepared. You know, anything could be in that box. Why didn't he just destroy it? Unless you can, and I don't know about it. Though anyway, Atem's mind was probably distracted on making that big decision. I got the distracted part from a fanfic that I was reading. It's kind of rated R in some chapters, and I had no clue, so I skipped those parts because I am not that kind of person. And it's also a Seto X Atem fanfic, which I also did not know. In this fanfic, Atem stays for Yugi instead of going to the afterlife. And in some chapters, Seto says that he was distracted and didn't do his best out there, and he wasn't putting much of a fight during the duel. Then later, Yugi questions him about it, but I'm just rambling. If you want to read it, it's called In Another Life. It was entertaining for me. I'm not really into those yaoi or whatever the heck it's called fanfics, but you know, if it's intriguing, I'll read it. But in some chapters, again, they're rated R. Just a fair warning if you're younger. But anyways, yeah, with that big decision to stay or go in his head, who wouldn't be distracted? I certainly would. So, did Atem throw the match? In my opinion, yes, he did. Because there was probably a lot going through his mind. I mean, probably everybody's. He ended up losing because he was distracted and not bringing his best. That and the God card BS that happened, as well as the dual win count. So yeah, we got what we got. And I'm new to the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, and even I'm mad. Although we did get a satisfying ending, it doesn't change the fact that Atem lost. As you can tell, I'm an Atem fangirl. To me, and maybe to a lot of other people, Atem is the true king of games. With that, thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, it helps my channel out. And here's a question for you guys. Do you think Atem threw the match? Or do you think Yugi won fair and square? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Bye guys. Hashtag Atem is true king of games.